is it go? This is rolling in his grave. That's not a Mini. Yes, it's that time, folks. I'm driving a modern Mini again. It's not the first modern Mini we've had on the channel. We've had a first generation Countryman when I was in Australia that I drove. But now we're in a second generation Clubman. It's the big estate version. It's 4.2 meters long. Really not Mini in the slightest. I don't care. The owner tells me I will love the way it drives, even if I don't love the way it looks. So let's find out more about this 2016 second gen Clubman. Yes, it is raining, but there we are. But here we are, second generation Clubman. It's lost the sleek sort of three door style of the previous generation, which only had a rear door on this side. Not very helpful at all, really. We've got barn doors on the back, which means we get twin rear wipers, the wiping pattern of which you can see quite clearly there. I mean, to be fair, you don't see much out of this bit. You're mostly looking at the middle. It's fine. And you'll note the rear lights are on the doors. There's technical stuff, clever stuff happening. We'll show you what's going on there in a moment. But I happen to think it's not a bad looking car. Probably not my cup of tea, but look at the stuff that is my cup of tea and you think, what a strange man. It's got some nice stylish alloy wheels on it. How big are they? They're 18 inches, the alloy wheels. It's got that classic, thank you cows. Oh, really thank you. 18-inch wheels. It's got a nice bit of style about it. I mean, it certainly looks different. You can't accuse it of looking the same as everything else, can you? And importantly, it is not an SUV, which is probably why Mini have decided they're not going to make them anymore. And they actually stopped production last year and have not replaced it. Whereas you can still get a Countryman SUV. More's the pity. This one has the optional John Cooper Works aero kit on it and the interior. And I think we should look at the interior because I've had enough of being out here getting rained on. So thank you. I don't know what's going on over there. Animals being tortured in the background. So yeah, we've got John Cooper Works goodies, the trim and the seats. These really comfortable seats, sort of half Alcantara. You've got an extending section here on the seat, very, very BMW. But if we jump in and get away from the horrible animal noises and, importantly, the rain, yeah, we can kind of take in the interior. One of the things I always found a bit weird on these more modern Minis is the indicators, because... oh, I've got to start it up. Hold on. Yeah, if I put the clutch down, then it'll do that, and then we can start the engine and stall it. Oh, it catches itself. Well done. So that's what's going on in the back. We've got one seat belt in use because there is a child seat there. We've got the stop start turned off. So yeah, this is our sportiness, and we can make it more sporty if we like, because this is a mode selector. So we've got green, which will put you in low consumption driving fun. Since when has low consumption been driving fun? And then if you rotate this again and we go to sport mode, maximum go-kart feel. So we're going to try that out in a bit. And you can use this device to scroll through settings. We get the driving excitement screen. So this is like BMW's iDrive to get through all the menus and distract yourself enormously while you're driving along. Electronic handbrake, 6-speed manual gearbox, 6-speed auto was optional. And yeah, it's just got this nice sense of style with the toggle switches, and there's more up here. You can change the color of the ambient lighting, because obviously that's important. We've got BMWs. You see there's a LED there, so when you're driving along in the dark, it casts a gentle red glow over the dashboard. Really rather nice. Can't really show you that. But yeah, I think the switchgear is interesting. This obviously harks back to the big central speedo of the original Mini. Screen isn't flickering, that's just refresh rates. And then we've got these dials up ahead. So yes, I'm afraid it does pop bang when you're in sport mode. If we pop back to mid, typical Mini driving fun, we don't get the pop bangs, and it's all a bit more yeah, a bit more respectable. But we've got various controls on the steering wheel, cruise control over here, and your stereo over this side. We've got locking here, electric windows here, and again just a little bit of chrome just to brighten it all up. This jazzy whatever it is on the dash there I quite like. Again, it just breaks it up, because with a dark headliner it would be really dark in here were it not for the sunroof. and I'm having that open just to try and get some light in my life at the moment, rather than just drizzle and misery. But that's what I get for living in Wales. So yeah, the indicator I was going to tell you, they're toggle. So that's on, and then you toggle again, and you have to go toggle the other way to cancel it. So that takes some getting used to, that you have to go up to cancel it. And when the steering cancels the indicator, it just stops. You haven't got the dink of stalk being turned off. We'll show you that when we're going along. This is your fuel gauge along here, by the way, which is interesting in itself. Again, not flickering. I don't know why the camera's doing that. Wipers, we've got automatic wipers. If you press the end of the stalk, there's your automatic wipers. Again, we can toggle up and the wipers will be on permanently, he says. There we go. And screen wash can be applied thusly in a very nice manner. Good wiping performance, I think. That's a lot of screen covered. Good overlap up here, no triangle of doom. In fact, there's not very much unswept area at all. I think that is quite impressive. So we'll turn those off again and turn our attention to the rear wipers, because obviously they are of key interest. So I'll zoom you in and we'll pop them on the back. Look, 2 wipers, and they seem to stay in sync. I have been testing to try and get them out of sync, like old bus wipers, but they're not interested. They are staying in sync. But obviously you do get the bar, there it is, of the fact it's barn doors. So you got that big bar right down your middle view. Thankfully, these exterior mirrors are a good size and give a good view of what's going on all around you. But yeah, the seats are very, very comfortable. I like them a lot. They hug you in your seat. But should we see what it's like in the back? You'll have to excuse the engine running. I've just left it running, so we've got aircon going on and it's not misting up all over the place. But that's perhaps the biggest surprise. There is so much space back here. Yeah, the big surprise, look at the leg room. Loads of space back here. That's the seat set for me. I'm 5'10", I discovered just the other day. My feet apparently in a red light zone, sandal alert. I've got vents back here, we've got 12-volt power outlet back here, and I like the fact it's hard plastic on the back of the seat. From a family point of view, go a bit wider, that's good, because children do this, they kick the back of the seat in front, and you'd rather have it on plastic than a nice bit of trim. But yeah, really nice, light and airy. We've got the sunroof back here as well, and a lovely view of the dashboard and the view ahead. That's quite good, especially by modern car standards. And I've got the head restraint set for me as well, so all good. I can't do a window test because obviously the kiddie controls are at play and I can't open the rear window. I can't. Oh, maybe I can reach. Can I reach? No, but I'm going to do it. Hold on. Oh no, we have a bigger issue. The child locks are on. I'm now locked in the back of the car. So I managed to reach that. I should be able to open the window now. No? Why can't I open the window? Let me open the window. Is that not the override button? Can I do it over here? Oh, there we go. Oh, yep, go most of the way down. Now hopefully I can reach the door handle and actually let myself out. I'd love to say this is the first time this has ever happened, but it isn't. But yeah, you haven't got the frameless windows of earlier Minis. They've obviously gone, this is the only way to actually make windows work. There's your fuel flap in there, looking very fuel flappy. And then your rear doors. You've got one barn door that way and one barn door that way. And we've got the false floor is out. There is no spare wheel. I don't know if there's any goo or something for your tyre probably. And no tonneau cover because it's in family holiday mode. But not a bad space back there. You got a couple of suitcases in. Oh yeah, you got some gubbins in the door there. So you just have to remember to shut them in the right order. So did you see that? Let's go and pop the hazards on. Why am I filming this on a rainy day? Hazard lights are up here. So you got your hazards and your tail lights are up there, but if we open the door, they transfer down to the bottom of the bumper. So you've still got excellent visibility of the lamps on this side, because we haven't opened the door yet. It's actually up and bottom. Are these still flashing? Oh yeah, we've got the hazards going, but the tail lights have gone off on that side. Someone's done a lot of thinking about this sort of thing. So there you go. And then if we close the door, the lights ping back up there again. So a lot of thinking gone into that. We might as well have a look at the front lights while we're here. There's your flashing side indicator. And now the indicator is in the bottom of the headlamp, which I can't say I love really, but I guess that position is probably too low. But yeah, it works. And we get early light test. Look at that. Woo! The running light around the outside is flickering on screen. It isn't in real life. But there you are. Right, let's get back in. The beauty of there being a sunroof is I can attach you to the roof, and yeah, we can get down the road. So let's tighten that up to ensure that doesn't wobble you around as we're going down the road. Put the wipers back in auto mode. Put my twin tiddlers on the back on. Oh yeah, I like them a lot. And we're in the driving excitement mode. So you see you get this display, and it actually goes round on there as well, which I hadn't noticed before. So it'll show us the power and the torque, and that's actually quite interesting as you go down the road. So I don't need to touch the handbrake. It releases as soon as I start releasing the clutch. Let's put it in full on anti-social mode. So we're in sport for our maximum go-kart feel on this rainy day in Wales. But it's the BMW B48 engine, which I realise I haven't shown you yet, so I'll have to get the bonnet up at some point. Maybe if we encounter a moment where it isn't raining, that would be awfully nice. Oh yeah, engine. Sorry, I did forget. It's a double release. You pull the handle twice to release. So there we go. Twin power turbo mini. But it's actually a BMW engine. Sounds quite ticky, but I think that's literally just the fuel injectors. But yeah, you can't really see anything. Some very interesting hinges on the bonnet itself. And of course, the headlights don't go up with it. They did on the original R50 Minis, which must have been fun for an alignment point of view. But yeah, you can't really see a lot. So it's 192 PS, so about 190 brake horsepower. So it goes well. It is no slouch. It's 270 Newton meters of torque, I think. It's a goodly amount. And there is on some of the engines they have an overboost as well for a bit more grunt. So yeah, here I am turning, and then as I straighten, the indicator just silently stops. Oh yeah, oh, she gets down the road, and then just my luck to run into a tractor. Yeah, this 2-litre engine is nicely punchy. I would say even in sport mode it doesn't sound too grrr, and that's a bit of a shame. I think you're probably better off if you don't go for a Cooper S. You get the 3-cylinder engine, which I think is probably a bit more characterful. I do love a 3-pot, even though we're a bit more unrefined. It's that unrefinedness that makes them better. Pulls very well at low revs, but it's good fun to watch little arrows going up and down on this screen. You can see how the engine can produce a lot of torque but not actually very much power. So we're doing over, it must be 240 Newton meters of torque. You can do over 120 Newton meters of torque quite easily while being under 100 brake horsepower. Let's go for it in sport mode. There is a bit of torque steer, just a bit. Holy smokes, but oh my gosh, it really does haul and get it up in the rev range where frankly you don't need to be. There's such torque from this engine. And yeah, that sounds quite nice, like fearsome 4-pot engine. There's lots of grip. I'm still just being a bit careful because country roads can be very, very greasy. And I don't want to be in someone else's car, but yeah, it does grip nicely, but there is definitely a bit of torque steer going on. And then as you bring the speed back down again and drop the gears down, it actually rev matches. So you get a nice smooth downshift because it's bringing the engine speed up to where it needs to be on your downshift. So as we get to the 60 sign, we can drop the gear down to second. Oh, yeah, that is brisk, and that is actually a nice noise. If you're only mediumly going for it up to about 3,000 revs, it doesn't sound anything special, but when you really get it working hard with its twin scroll turbo, it sounds really quite appealing. The only problem is, of course, it is just a bit too much power, really. There's a rev blip. We've got the exhaust popping as well. Yeah, the power comes on quick and strong. Wow. Yeah, that is a character you don't expect in what is fundamentally a family car. It's so nice to find a family car that isn't an SUV. It isn't even an MPV. It's a traditional estate. And whether you agree or don't that that's a good thing to have on a mini platform, I think this is a lot of fun for the family man. I'm not having luck with the slow moving vehicles today, am I? But at least I can prove we're down at 1,000 revs in third gear uphill. This is a very tractable engine. Okay, the suspension has different modes. We've gathered that. I'm going to try a particularly bad bit of road and I'm going to leave it in sport mode. And we'll see how the suspension copes. We drove an electric Fiat down this road and almost died. It was really unpleasant. I don't think we actually managed to capture that moment on film, but it was terrible. Absolutely appalling. I was thinking this is not good at all, so we're going to try it in this car. So let's just adjust you back up and we'll go and give it a go. The weather's still absolutely atrocious, so that's good. Oh yeah, we're in sport mode. You get much more response from the throttle pedal in sport mode compared to mid. I think the suspension maybe it's slightly firmer. Hard to tell really, but here we go. Oh, traction control in second. It's like a proper rally stage this road. We're doing 60 miles an hour. And that seems pretty good. I can hear the suspension working hard along here, but it's very comfortable, which is impressive because I don't think this is very long travel suspension in the best mini tradition. But that's not a problem at all. That's very well controlled. I think that's probably what I'm taking away. I'm going to drop out of sport mode now, back into mid. And yeah, if there's any change in the suspension, it is minuscule. But what I'm going to take away is this is just generally a nice place to be. I did a lot of miles in an R56 Cooper diesel and oh, mud all over the road. My conclusion was not the same. I did not enjoy that. I found it too hard, the seat too uncomfortable. That also torque steered like crazy, but I suppose if you're putting a lot of grunt through the wheels, the front wheels, you're going to get torque steer because you're just going to have them fighting for traction. Yeah, this is very composed. This is not a pleasant road in a lot of cars. Apparently in the Mini, not a problem at all. Good stuff. Not a very pleasant day for a test, but a very, very nice drive. I think anyone who rules out these modern Minis just because they like old Minis is kind of missing the point. We live in different times. You couldn't make a car as small and safe enough as the original Mini. It just isn't going to happen. So Better this than nothing at all, I reckon. And the actual driving dynamics, I think that is a very, very fine car. I've thoroughly enjoyed that, and not just from the hooning about. It's very good at the hooning about, but also just getting down the road and just being minimum of fuss. It's perfectly happy to do that as well. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this slightly soggy road test from Wales. No, I wasn't driving with the fog lights on there just for effect. And I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Now I'm just going to sit here and watch the rear wipers for a bit, I think. Incidentally, there's your fog lights. They're actually in the rear doors as well. Did they change if you open? No, your fog lights don't move. But at least we know. And the wipers don't operate if the hatch is open. Ah, interesting. Will they work now? Have I broken the rear wipers? Do I need to turn them on again? I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It does look quite fat from this angle, doesn't it? Let's go back around the front. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Do remember you can head to the Hubnut store if you would like to buy lovely merchandise. I'm wearing someone else's merchandise today. And we'll see you in a future video. Farewell. It even says Mini there.